Hello, fellow thrifters. Welcome to Bat Thrift Crazy. I'm Joanne. Yes, you read that heading right. This is an estate sale that I went to over the week on a Tuesday of all days, and everything was $1. That was the hard goods. Some of the furniture was marked, and other pieces of furniture were marked make an offer. And actually, when I checked out, I ended up paying not even $1 for everything. I'm going to start with the hard goods that I picked up, and then I will move on to the clothes that are going to be going into my vintage space. The clothes that I'm going to be keeping for myself, I'm going to show you in a YouTube short, so I'll save those for later. But to get started with the hard goods that I'm either going to be keeping for me or going into my vintage space are the following. This really cool picture frame. It does kind of swing back and forth. Now I do have to find a piece of rather thick cardboard for the back of it because that piece is missing. And this piece is from a different picture frame that was lying on the floor next to it. So it was missing some pieces, parts out of the back of it. That's not such a big deal. I think it's easily fixed. No markings on it. I'm guessing it's an older frame, but I thought it was a really cool frame, and I haven't seen one of these in quite some time, so I was really happy to find that. I found a couple of pieces of Mexican pottery. First is this tiny little jug here, and then, does that have a little flaw on it? No, I do believe so. And then second was this little vase. They both do have little stickers on it, made in Mexico on them. And don't forget, I would really love to find out what your favorite find is from everything that I have hauled. And at the end of the video, I'll let you know what mine is too. Found one of these cute little teapots. This was initially marked $5, made in China. Now my friend Rhonda that has a vintage space up at Antiques at Gresham Lake, where I have mine, has done very well with these smaller little cute teapots. I guess they're just very collectible. So I picked that one up. I think they had another one there too. I can't remember what the motif was on it, but unfortunately it was damaged, so I did leave that one behind. Picked up just a bag of random buttons for myself. And the buttons I will hold on to until I can incorporate them into a latched lid canister. Then I will put those up into the booth. Buttons have been selling. They were very, very slow there for a while, but lately maybe one canister will go maybe every 2 weeks or so. So they're slowly selling. Found this hand towel for myself. Nothing exciting, but I needed to replace the one that I have over my kitchen sink now. That's a fall one. So I was happy to find that one. So we'll wash that up and get that up there. This was definitely the day for teapots. Found this cutie patootie. Because the teapots, one of you lovely folks said that teapots were good sellers for you. So I thought, if I can pick them up for good prices, I'm going to go ahead and try them. I've tried them and they have sold. They're not quick to go, but they do sell. So I found that little cutie. Just a made in China sticker on the bottom of that. This was initially marked $12 during the sale. This one is really, really pretty. Plain white, but there is nothing plain about this teapot. And this might even be more of a coffee pot. Look at the beautiful handle on that. And then that gorgeous flower that's on the side and the top of the piece that goes, that little handle, finial, I guess it would be a finial on the top there. And then the beautiful finishing that's on here on the spout. This is Grace's Teaware. Okay, so that is a teapot, originally marked $26 during the sale. It seems like what they did was they had a a regular estate sale the weekend before, and they just proposed to the family, hey, let's just go ahead, because they had a lot of stuff left over. It was really surprising how much was left over in the house when I went on the Tuesday. They just proposed to the family, hey, let's just go ahead and try this out. We'll come in on Tuesday, we'll mark everything down to $1, and let's just see what happens. And apparently it went over very, very well. I would love if this company would do more of those kind of sales. Then we have this little one that was marked, that looks like maybe an 8, but I'd be surprised to find that for just $8 initially at the sale. This was Day Spring cards made in China. Not for the microwave, not with that beautiful gold on it. And it does say, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Beautiful, beautiful flowers on that. Very, almost looks like not quite a watercolor, but a pastel. Beautiful teapot there. And then I picked this teapot up with 2 matching cups. And it's this one right here with these potted roses on it. Look at how pretty that is. Now the roses are only on one side, not on 2. And this is from Wang's, Taiwan. So this has a little bit of age to it. And then the 2 teacups look like this. Again, the rose is just on one side. Then this was, to me, was a great pickup. Wait till you see this one. Look at how beautiful that teapot is. Oh my goodness, with these roses on here, this is gorgeous. And this is from, oh my gosh, what does that say? It's from England. I can't make, starts with a K. I'll put it up here. You guys will probably be able to see it in the camera. Beautiful, beautiful teapot. But I also picked up, and I'm going to do this in a whole set, 2 cups and saucers. Sweet as can be. The cream and the sugar. So this is a whole little party right here. Cream and sugar that match. And then the salt and the pepper. So that whole set is going to go up into the booth. And then 2 pins I picked up for myself. Got this one here. And then this one. Really like this one. Look at the color on that beaded pin. And if you like pins, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and hit the all notification bell, because I went to the Raleigh flea market, although they've changed it now. I think it's just the Raleigh market. I'm not sure why they changed the name. It's always going to be the flea market to me. But they had an event there this weekend. Though I think they called it the flea market of Raleigh, or the Raleigh. This flea had something about flea market in it. Anyway, I really don't know what made it different than just the regular flea market. There were a lot of more yard sale type vendors there. Maybe that's what it was, a yard sale that they were promoting. But a lot more yard sale type vendors there. And it was a beautiful day. In fact, all this weekend, we have just been gifted with the most beautiful weekend. So I went with Heidi from the Weathered Fence Post. Rhonda couldn't make it, and our friend Kelly couldn't make it either. But I picked up a lot of pins at some fantastic prices. So if you like pins, you've got to tune into that video. That's going to be either, well, it'll be sometime this week, either like the end of the week or next Sunday's video. I'm not sure when I'm going to get it up, but a lot of good pins in that video. So let me pause this for just a second. I am going to go and get the clothes that are going to be going up into my booth. I'll show you those, and then I'll tell you what my favorite is from this haul. I will be right back. Okay, got them. Some of these I may hang on to till the cooler weather's hitting us back again. This is a new direction, still with tags on it. Originally cost $54. This pullover long sleeve top, I thought the embroidery on here was really nice. This I may, and kind of like a bell sleeve on the arm. This I may go ahead and put up into the booth now because it's not that heavy. And who knows, somebody might like this to go out to dinner in, because restaurants, you know, sometimes they crank up that AC and it could be cool. It could be going on a cruise or something where they might need something just a little bit warmer for the evenings. So I picked that up. This beautiful chaps vest, originally $45, again, still with the tags on. And that is a dark, it's either dark blue or black, hard to tell. This is a small. That sweater is a petite medium. Then this vintage Miss Elaine in a size small. Nice, cozy, cushy robe in this kind of aqua green color. And then this is a beautiful pink sweater, NY collection in a medium. Look at this. Look at the beautiful ribbon that goes down the front of this. This is beautiful. Little short sleeves would come just about maybe to the elbow on that. Kind of a peachy color. And then this is a vintage So What of California. I think it's a long sleeve, white button down. And this, let's see, does this have a size in it? Oh dear. Nope. There's no size marked in here. And I don't see where there was another tag that they, oh, there may have been another tag on this side that they ripped out. Might have been very scratchy, but it kind of has a print on it. Can you see that? Yeah. And then another kind of pink, another NY collection in a medium, and a pink button-down sweater, 3/4 length sleeve with a real pretty, look at those buttons on here. That's really pretty. Beautiful pink sweater, not too heavy. Enough again for those kind of chilly evenings. This is a Miss Dorby Petite, a 10-piece, 2-piece, or 10 petite, 2-piece set. Look at that green color. Ooh! And that print on there has a little bit of a peplum in the back. Buttons are covered. That's a really nice outfit, I thought. And then this 2-piece by Collections for La Suite in an 8 petite. Love the front buttons on here. This would be beautiful for Easter. Didn't notice until I got home. Unfortunately, though, would have to go to the dry cleaners where there are some stains on. Oh, and look at the sleeves on the bottom, on the at the ends. Oh, it's got some stuff right here. You can see, and there was something, yep, on the skirt as well. I'm not going to take this to the cleaners and try and get it out. I am going to put a really good price on it, put it up to the booth as is, and let the buyer try and get that out if they want to give it a try. It's a beautiful suit. That is, and just like I said, the perfect Easter suit. And then last but not least, this is a gorgeous, I love the front of this, Rhoda Lee vintage blouse. Look at the front of this blouse. Isn't that beautiful? And then it goes a little bit around the collar. Oh, and I thought there would be some ornateness on the cuff too. There is not, but you know what? That's enough going down the front of it. I love that. So that is all, or the pieces of clothing that I picked up for the booth. Like I said, the rest of it I will show in a YouTube short. My favorite, it's not going to be any of the clothing pieces. It's actually going to be this tea set with the 2 cups and saucers, the cream and sugar, and the salt and pepper. This is my favorite. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful set. So, like I say, before you click on to the next video, make sure you leave a comment down below. Let everybody know what your favorite find or finds were from today's haul. I would love that. And make sure that you like this video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And of course, share it with your friends that you know like thrift hauls. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today. And until my next one, everyone, please take very good care of yourselves. And I will see you soon. Bye for now.